Okay, so we're going to be learning every kind of jump. So your first jump is your normal jump, which is space. The jump is different when you stand still or when you're just beginning to walk. Just as a tip, press W to run. I assume everyone knows this. Yeah, and then you could do this. The next jump is the long jump, which is standing at an edge, pressing middle mouse button, and then space. Our next jump will be the wall kick jump, which is this, which goes a little bit farther than a long jump. To perform a wall kick, you must have your back against the wall and basically just do a long jump without pressing W, A, S, or D. Now, if you wanted to go in different directions with your wall kick, you definitely can by just pressing any of the movement keys, W, A, S, or D. W is to go forward, S is to go backwards, D is to go right, A is to go left. And these can be used for all kinds of things, just if you want to get fancy with your combos. Or not your combos, but anything like that. And let me demonstrate really quickly how this can be more useful than your average long jump. That was the wall kick one, and we'll try a long jump now. You'll be able to make it. But with a normal one, or a normal wall kick, long jump thingy, or distance wall kick, you'll be able to make it. Okay, so anything that can get you high in this game is going to go into this category. So for example, vault into a wall kick. Or a wall boost, or just wall kicks in general, or anything like that, really. And yeah, so I'll just demonstrate here. So how to do a vault is to, if you want to do a small vault, just press space once and don't hold it at all. Just press it very lightly and fast. If you want to do a jump vault, which is almost like a vault that gets you up in the air, you press and hold space. Which this is normally the vault that people would use. There is another type of vault, which you press G to change the vault style. And if you press space normally, it does that. If you still hold space, it does the same thing. This is very useful for speed. And another thing you must know is if you vault and then wall kick against that immediately, you can generate some speed. It works better with this though. You can generate even more speed with that one. But I generally use this vault because it's just best. It's the best for height. I'm more comfortable with it. Blah blah blah. How to do a wall boost. So what you do is you stand in a wall. You look up, or just look somewhere up at least. You press space twice and then you turn around 90 degrees, left or right. It doesn't have to be 90, it could be even really small like that. But you just find which side fits you most though. Left or right. And eventually you might be able to use both, which is extremely useful in some runs. The height wall kick is just a wall kick with no WASD. So it's like that. The height technique is jump wall kick, wall boost, wall kick, wall boost, wall kick, wall run, wall kick, wall run, wall kick. Now you can add extra things to that, for example, a vault, then your wall kick, then your wall boost. Wall kick, wall boost, wall kick, wall run, wall kick, wall run. And as you can see, I got a little bit higher that time. Another thing we're going to show later in this video is the mag rail for a level 1 or 20. That thing can get you some real height. Alright. Okay, so every piece of gear. So here we're going to be displaying every single piece of gear. Except for the gloves, I'll just explain those. And also explain the E.V.O glove. So first we're going to take a look at the Paraglider. Paraglider. Okay, so the Paraglider is a very nice little hang glider that you can use to get some extra distance, save yourself from falls such as this. But there's one problem with it. It takes away your combo extremely quickly when used. So if you're going on combo runs, I would not recommend this at all. How to use it is X. Next piece of gear is the adrenaline belt. So you press X to use it, and the adrenaline belt just makes you faster. Now if you use it for too long, it begins to kill you. Or no, it just kills you outright. And it's mainly just useful for speed. I haven't really experimented with it much, so I don't know much else than that. It's still X to activate. Has a very long cooldown. But if you plan on getting away from your from a chaser possibly, then this is a very good tool to use. The next tool we're going to be showing off is the Grappler. As you can see, the Grappler is this thing. By the way, all of these are game passes. Just so you know. So Grappler can do this. Grappler can do this. The activation button is E. Oh yeah, and the adrenaline belt, it'll tell you when your adrenaline's available again. But the Grappler has a very neat trick that can help you get some height. So you press E and then you do your long jump buttons. Nothing else. You don't need W, A, S, or D. Just E, then do it. And right as you're about to pull with it, as you can see, like I pull with the Grappler, just as you're pulling, use the long jump buttons. Oh, I didn't do it that time. It can get you that extra bit of height that you might want. And also, Grappler can fall cancel, which fall canceling is, I'll just demonstrate spawn. So fall canceling is when you you fall from any height and you basically just cancel it like this. Okay, well that works too, I guess, but that's not how I was supposed to. Okay, let me try this again. So when you try and demonstrate this in a way that doesn't make it seem difficult. So what you're going to do is you're going to grapple down, not up, because if you grapple up, this will happen. From any height. Just don't grapple up. Otherwise it'll think you're trying to pull up instead of down. And if you pull down, it's just going to affect your drop height. And it's not going to think of it as a landing place, if you get what I'm saying. Like think of it as ripping your arm socket out. Or something like that, I don't know. So practice like this. And then immediately wall running after. And that's how you can get your practice in beforehand. And another thing you can do is just like do some wall boost, I don't know. And then do it. I don't know, whatever you like to do. It's your Grappler. You do with it what you want. Another thing you could do is use E and then press space immediately after you pull. I think it's immediately after you pull. I'd have to check real quick. I'm really bad at this. But yeah, it can just get you some extra speed this way. Grappler can also do some crazy things like this. You could basically make it a mini Powergrip Gauntlet if you wanted. Even though it technically is better than the Powergrip Gauntlet in these ways. If you go based off of its possibilities, it's a lot more potential technically than Powergrip Gauntlet. but Powergrip Gauntlet is still my favorite, personally. Okay, now we are on to Powergrip Gauntlet. So the Powergrip Gauntlet allows you to have a longer wall run duration. It allows you to catch your wall boost, aka just wall boost from anywhere instead of having to wall run and then do it, or wall kick and then do it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It just allows you to do those things. Nothing much else to say other than you could do some pretty sweet tricks like large drops, like that. I can help you with some jumps like that. You know, things like that. Okay, so next piece of gear will be the mag rail. I'll admit though, I have not got much practice with this thing at all. So if I'm kind of bad with it, don't judge me. But so the mag rail can have you wall run the exact same elevation and can have you stick to walls. Same elevation, stick to walls. And how you stick to walls is you just stop wall running before your wall run ends. I believe. Yeah, because then it just disconnects you if you don't stop. Another thing you could do is press E on a wall and you will kick off of it. Now, a thing you could do is a little mag rail boost. So what you do is you press E and then wall kick. E wall kick. Oh, whoops. E wall kick. So you can basically generate nearly infinite height with this thing. Or you can scale just about any building you want in this game. See, I scaled this gloveless just now. And I hadn't even finished my full thing. Another thing you could do with this thing is somewhat do a mini fall cancel. Even though it's not really a fall cancel, it's more like a help not to die cancel. Or help not to die just thing, just period. Not help not to die cancel, that's just stupid. And yeah, that's pretty much the potential of it. You can do some pretty sweet things like this. And yeah, on to the next piece of gear, which would be mag rope. Mag rope can be used on these lantern-like things over here. Oh, what? Okay. So when it says E to attach, you just press E to attach, of course. And you can swing around. Now it does have a limit sometimes, depending on how far it goes, and how wide the range is on each one. But they give you quite a bit of leverage, quite a bit of freedom. And I believe it's like zip lines. You can't connect onto one twice before having landed again. That includes vaulting. So let me check this real quick. Oh, bro. Okay. So do this. And you can't connect to it again. So yeah, that's the same thing for zip lines. If you connect to it once and then trying to connect to it again without having touched the ground yet, it won't work. But anyways, yeah, the Zipline Kit is this red backpack that you wear on your back, and as you guessed, makes zip lines. Oh yeah, also I forgot to say that how to use the mag rail, you use E. But anyways, press X and then you click. Oh. then you click to do that. That's about it, unfortunately. There isn't much else other than if you place a zip line and then you don't finish it and you die, it resets. The next piece of gear is the spring kit, which looks like a blue and silver backpack that helps with height, which I probably should have just talked about it in the other one, but that's fine. This is the gear thing. So you press X to have one there. What you do is you run into it and hold space. Now this thing does make you go a little higher than a vault, I believe. Let's check. So vault is head to the second line. Oh, this one's about head to the second line too. Ooh, they're about a tie, actually. Interesting. Vaults might actually even be a little higher, but anyways, yeah, you could just use these if you don't feel like trying to vault and be sweaty. You could just do, you know, that and then wall boost to get your extra little bit of height. Explained all the pieces of gear. Okay, so gloves. Gloves, they just, as you level up, they get better. So, you know, like level 5 for this glove, which is just a normal glove, which increases your boost height by a very tiny amount. And so on and so forth. Black glove increases it by a little bit more. It's substantial if you can notice the difference. Master glove completed by doing the advanced tutorial. Okay, supposedly I haven't done the advanced tutorial. Okay, what is this? I was just able to use every other glove. Okay, you know what? Whatever. So, yeah, that's how gloves work. And the E.V.O glove, how that works is, as you advance onto each level where the glove would upgrade, your glove also upgrades. And I'm pretty sure it boosts a little bit higher at the end than duality, which, by the way, anything past duality is a cosmetic glove, but has the same properties as duality. It's just, it doesn't get any better, it just looks a little better. Or, well, in other people's opinions, it looks better. Alright, I guess on to the next subject. Okay, so the final things that we have on our segments are the radio and the binoculars. So the binoculars are just a little tool that you can use to see people. I don't know, just like zoom in to see like if someone's doing something cool on a trick and you don't feel like spectating them at the moment. If you're playing hide and seek and you're trying to find the seeker, seeing if you should move or not. Or, well, technically if it's hide and seek you shouldn't be moving, but you get the point. The radio is just used for radio things. If you ask me, it's not worth buying. I just bought it just to support the game. I don't ever use it. Honestly, it just kind of looks cool, just sitting there. Plus, it's not expensive, so yeah, why not? I would just recommend just listening to stuff on Spotify and not on this game, unless you want to share your music, the music you listen to, with everybody, which will probably have this mute radios button on, yeah, that kind of thing. So I believe I have covered everything that is, you know, common to find in this game. I'm not gonna go into leaderboards, I'm not gonna go into all that. You can learn that in other videos, but I would be glad to answer some questions in the comments if you have them about leaderboards and all that, but it's just not going to be in this video. Just in the comment section, you know. So I will see you all in the very next video. Goodbye.